I tested some of the best budget cameras of 2025, and in this video I'm gonna rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of these products will be in the description below. Canon EOS Rebel T7. This one feels like a trip back to the basics of photography, which is honestly refreshing in some ways. Its 24.1 megapixel sensor is its strongest feature, giving you sharp, colorful images in good light, and the simple layout is great for learning the ropes without getting overwhelmed. However, it really shows its age with a fixed, non-touch screen with video that maxes out at 1080p without even a microphone input, making it a poor choice for vlogging. For me, this is a classic beginner's tool, but its limitations place it firmly in the average tier. Canon EOS R100. This camera is super compact and lightweight, making it an amazing and affordable entry point into Canon's modern mirrorless system. The 24.1 megapixel sensor delivers excellent image quality, and you even get 4K video, which is awesome for the price. The big letdowns are the cropped 4K video and the fact that the shooting speed plummets to just 3.5 frames per second when you're tracking a moving subject. It's a solid little camera for beginners, or as an upgrade from your phone, so I'm putting it in the good tier. Fujifilm XM5. This camera is a vlogging powerhouse, packing incredible video features like 6.2K 10-bit recording and a dedicated dial for Fuji's famous film simulations into a tiny travel-friendly body. It's designed for content creators with special modes for vlogging and vertical video, which I love. The huge trade-offs, though, are the complete lack of a viewfinder and no in-body image stabilization, which can be deal breakers for serious photography, especially in bright sunlight or with shaky hands. Despite these compromises, its video power at this price is undeniable, so for me, it's an easy placement in the great tier. Nikon Z52. I was blown away by the autofocus on this thing. It locks onto eyes, even on birds and reptiles in low light, with a confidence that rivals much more expensive cameras. The ergonomics are fantastic, and the buffer can hold up to 200 RAW files, which is incredible for capturing action. The biggest drawbacks are the lack of in-body image stabilization and an aging sensor that has less resolution than some competitors. But honestly, this camera is just so capable and fun to shoot with that I have to put it in the great tier. Insta360 X4. This camera is an absolute game changer, especially for capturing behind-the-scenes footage or for anyone who wants to just hit record and worry about framing later. It shoots in a stunning 8K 30, and the ability to reframe the video in post-production means you can get both horizontal and vertical clips from a single recording, which is incredible for social media content. While the app can take a little getting used to and it struggles a bit in high-contrast lighting, the sheer flexibility and improved battery life make it a powerhouse. For its unique capabilities and the freedom it gives creators, I'm putting this in the great tier. Olympus OMD EM10 Mark IV. This camera is an absolute delight for beginners or anyone who wants a super lightweight and portable setup that still delivers great quality. The 20 megapixel sensor produces crisp, punchy images, and the in-body image stabilization is fantastic for getting sharp shots even in low light. However, videographers will be let down by the lack of a microphone port, and while the autofocus is decent for most things, it can struggle with very fast-moving subjects. For being such a strong and user-friendly starting point in photography, I think this comfortably earns a spot in the good tier. Sony ZV102. This is an absolute beast for content creators and vloggers, packing professional features into a compact body. It shoots gorgeous, oversampled 4K video at up to 60 FPS with 10-bit color, which gives you so much flexibility in post-production. And the autofocus is just phenomenal, with its subject recognition and eye tracking. The enhanced 3-capsule microphone is also a huge plus, delivering clear audio without extra gear, and features like Product Showcase mode are tailor-made for reviewers. Honestly, for its intended purpose, it's pretty much perfect, so for me this is an easy god tier. Sony A6700. This camera is so close to being amazing, but it's held back by a few frustrating choices that make it feel a bit mediocre. On one hand, you get a fantastic 26 megapixel sensor that delivers incredible image quality, great AI-based autofocus, and a solid weather-sealed body with a great grip. But on the other hand, it's missing a joystick, only has a single SD card slot, and the viewfinder feels a bit lackluster compared to the competition. It's a very capable camera for both photos and videos, but it feels like it lives in the shadow of Sony's other cameras instead of carving out its own space, which is why I'm placing it in the average tier. Canon EOS R50. This is one of the cheapest APS-C mirrorless cameras you can get, and the autofocus system is honestly the best at this price point. The subject tracking is seriously impressive, and the oversampled 4K video looks fantastic and clear. However, the ergonomics can be tough if you have larger hands, and the lens selection for its RFS mount is still pretty limited, which is a big deal. It also doesn't perform as well as some competitors in the low light situations with high ISO settings. For someone getting into mirrorless cameras who wants a compact body and amazing autofocus without breaking the bank, it's a fantastic choice. For all that, I'm putting this in the gray tier. Sony RX1007. This thing is tiny, which is great for travel, and it packs an incredible 24 to 200mm zoom lens, which is super versatile. The 4K video is extremely sharp, and the autofocus has real-time tracking that sticks to subjects really well. But honestly, the camera is just frustrating to use. It's incredibly expensive, the image stabilization for video is not great for walking shots, and the battery life is just average. The body is slippery, with bad ergonomics, and for all its features, some reviewers found the autofocus inconsistent in real-world testing, with noisy images at high ISOs. It's a classic case of a camera that looks amazing on paper but fails in practice, so for me this goes straight into the trash tier. DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I'm blown away by the video quality from this little thing, thanks to its big 1-inch sensor that makes low-light footage look amazing. The built-in gimbal gives you incredibly smooth shots, and the rotating touchscreen is a brilliant design choice that makes filming so much easier. The biggest downsides are that it's not waterproof at all and feels a bit delicate, so you can't just throw it around like an action cam. It's also pretty expensive for what it is, and it isn't the best for taking still photos. This is the perfect all-in-one tool for vloggers who need high-quality stable video with great audio, so I'm placing this solidly in the good tier. DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. This camera is an absolute beast when it comes to battery life, lasting way longer than its competitors. And the low-light performance is seriously impressive for an action camera. The front and rear OLED touchscreens are bright and easy to use even in direct sunlight, and the stabilization is top-notch, keeping footage smooth no matter how much you shake it. My main gripe is that the default color mode can make footage look a little artificial and oversaturated, so you might want to shoot either D-Log profile to get more natural-looking results. Still, for action sports and vlogging where you need a tough, waterproof camera that just works, this is an amazing option, landing it in the good tier. Panasonic Lumix G97. This camera feels like a dependable workhorse. It's a great all-around hybrid for both photos and videos without breaking the bank. The 20.3 megapixel sensor and 5-axis stabilization give you some really sharp, blur-free shots, and the fact that you can shoot 4K video with no time limit is a huge plus for longer projects. However, the autofocus can get a little hunty in video mode, and it's not a massive leap from its predecessor, feeling more like a light refresh. For me, this one is a solid choice for someone starting out or needing a versatile camera on a budget, so I'm putting it in the good tier. GoPro Hero 13 Black. This one is all about action, and the new features are genuinely exciting for creators. The interchangeable lens system is a fantastic addition, letting you get creative with ultra-wide or macro shots, and the hyper-smooth 6.0 stabilization is just incredible for getting smooth footage during intense activities. But, and this is a big but, is still using the same sensor and processor as older models, which means low-light performance is pretty disappointing and grainy. Because it feels like a small step forward with a major flaw holding it back, I have to place this in the average tier. Sony ZV1F. This little camera is clearly made for vloggers, and for that it's pretty smart. It's super lightweight and has a great wide lens, a screen that flips all the way around, and a mic that does a decent job of capturing your voice. But the autofocus is its biggest weakness. It constantly wobbles in and out of focus, which can honestly ruin a shot and is super distracting to watch. While it's easy to use and great for simple, well-lit vlogs, that focus issue is just too big to ignore for more serious work. I think it's a decent start for beginners, so I'm placing it in the good tier. Insta360 XPI. Honestly, this camera is just on another level and completely changes how you can shoot video. The ability to capture everything in 8K 360 degrees and then decide your angle later is a creative game changer, especially with that invisible selfie stick effect giving you impossible third-person views. Its low-light performance is massively improved, and the new replaceable lenses mean you don't have to panic if you scratch one on an adventure. The footage looks so good straight out of the camera that you can often skip color grading, which saves so much time. This camera is just unbelievably versatile and powerful, so for me, it's an easy choice for the God tier. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best budget cameras for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.